Hey everybody, this is Cindy with Monarch Mom DIY. I'm here today to show you these 3 DIYs that can be used for teacher gifts, for back to school, for any time really. So let's get started. I'm going to show you first of all how to take one of these clipboards that you can get from the dollar store and give you just one example of how you can personalize it for a teacher. Put a post-it note or a slightly larger notepad here for the teacher. These 2, I did my own version of the ones you can buy at Target for $3. I made these with dollar jars from the Dollar Tree. What I like about these jars is they're plain. They don't have any raised writing on them or anything like that, any ridges. So I'm going to show you how I made this one to look like an apple and this one to look like a pencil. And I'm also going to show you how I make these post-it note holders with a pen to match. I'm actually going to show you these first in the video and then show you quickly how I made the other 2. I'm going to show you step by step how I made this one, and then these are a couple others that I also made using the same techniques. Before we get started with the projects, if you would please consider subscribing to my channel. I post 1 or 2 DIY videos per week. Some are planner DIYs, some are gift DIYs like this, and some are also home decor DIYs. If you do choose to subscribe, I also encourage you to hit that bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me to grow my channel. With all that being said, let's get started with the video. To make the post-it note holders, you need some plain cardstock, some patterned scrapbook paper, some post-it notes, and some Velcro dots. All right, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a solid piece of cardstock, and this measures 8.5 inches by 3.5 inches. You're going to score this. I have a scoreboard. If you don't, you could always use a ruler, and you're going to score it at 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 5 1/8 inch, and 5 5/8 inch. So I've already scored that, and then you're just going to fold up on those lines, and you can see how this is going to form your little cover for your post-its. Okay, so here's your solid cover. Then you're going to need 3 pieces of decorative paper to start. I have one, this is going to go on the back of my little cover. This measures 3 1/4 inches by 2 7/8, and I'll have all these measurements in the description box. Okay, so this will be on the back. Then on the front bottom, I'm going to do a different paper. This one's going to also measure 3 1/4 inches, but it's only 2 5/8 inch. And then for this top flap, 3 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. So now that I have these all cut, I'm going to lay this out, ooh, excuse me, and go ahead and adhere these down. You'll notice they are a little smaller than the cover so that there's a nice little border around the decorative paper. I am going to use my ATG gun. Feel free to use an adhesive that you can find at Dollar Tree, Walmart, any of those will be fine. I'm just going to give a few little lines here to stick this down. Okay, there's that one that's going to be on the bottom of the front. This one is going to be on the back of our little holder. And then this one is the top flap. Turn it this way. Okay, so there you go. You'll see this is how it's going to fold up around our post-its. Okay, for the Post-it notes, I got these at a local dollar store. They do sell them also at Dollar Tree. Usually the little pads have 50 sheets per pad. So what I do is I go ahead and put 2 of them together to make it a little thicker and more substantial. I peel off that backing sheet, and what I'm going to do on the very back sheet here is I'm going to put quite a bit of adhesive because I want this to stay in our little holder here. So this you're just going to center the best you can. Let me see. Line it up. It is a pretty tight top and bottom, and then try to center it. So then this is what it's going to have. It's going to go around like that. Okay, for the next step, you'll need some Velcro dots. These I purchased at Dollar Tree. You get 20 pairs, which is actually a really good deal. I do usually prefer to use the clear ones just because they hide a little better on my projects. But this is a great deal at Dollar Tree. I usually can get the clear ones at Walmart, so you can check there if you'd like in their sewing aisle. So if you want to just keep this simple, you could just keep it like this and put your Velcro dot under here to keep it nice and closed when it's in a purse. So you would just take a top and a bottom, stick them together, and then peel off the adhesive and have it there so that the person can just open it and shut it. I am going to actually show you another thing you can do. These little stickers came actually with this paper. You can get any sticker you'd like at Dollar Tree. I think I'm going to use this Busy, Busy, Busy. So what I want to do actually is I want to try and measure how big this sticker is. It is about 1.5 by 2, I'm guessing. Yes, 1.5 by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little piece of my black cardstock. Let's see, 1.5 by 2. I'm going to add, let me see. Do I want to add 1/4 inch? So it would be 1/8 on either side. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 1 3/4. Get my trimmer in here. 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. So then, okay, so I'm going to attach, that's going to be perfect. All right, I'm going to attach this here with the sticker on it. And it's just going to give it, put the Velcro dot actually down here so it's a little more secure. All right, so I've got my little cardstock. I get my sticker. And this is a thicker sticker also. All right, let's see. Hope I'm in frame for you. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to try and line this up. Looks good. All right, stick that down. All right, so see how that just kind of dresses it up, and I'll try to center it so that when it's closed, it's kind of centered on the front of the Post-it note holder. So let me get some adhesive. Now, you're only going to want adhesive on the top half of this. So, put some there. Okay, hold this closed. And then that looks about right. Okay, so there you see that will be attached to the flap. And now I'll go ahead and get my Velcro. I'll just use these since I have them here. That's one of the reasons I used a white paper down here, so it would, not stand out quite so much that the Velcro was white. Okay, so this is the rough side. This is the softer side. I'm just going to stick the two of them together. And I don't really care which one. Let's see. I think I'll do the softer side on the top. So I stick the two there. Then I'm going to get it lined up before I stick it down. And I push, 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 push. You really want that to stick really well. And then carefully lift up. And there you go. So you've got your rough side here, your softer side there, your little Post-it note holder. Okay, so now it's very simple what to do for the pen. I buy these Pentel RSVP pens. You can get them at Walmart. Sometimes you can find them at Dollar Tree. I find it's usually when the back to school supplies are out. Right now I saw a 2-pack of these plus a colored zebra pen. They have pink, purple, blue, some other colors. But anyway, so they're about 50 cents. You can buy them in a bigger pack. But what I love about these pens is you can unscrew the bottom here. And it gives you this clear barrel that you can then decorate to match your Post-it note holder. So let me grab, I think I'm going to do the paper. Maybe I used enough of that. Let's use the dots. I think we'll use the dots. Okay, and for this paper, you need a 3" by 1" piece. So let me cut my 3 inches first. Okay, by 1". Let's measure this real quick. Yep. All right, now I think the hardest part of this whole project is getting this paper, because it is a little thicker, to roll. So I kind of work it with my fingernails a little bit. You can also use the actual pen that you pulled out and kind of use that to go around. It doesn't have to be perfect because you won't see little creases in the paper when it's inside. Okay. All right, so that's pretty good, I think. I am going to put it now in the barrel of the pen. If I can get in there. And sometimes you can use the other side of the pen to stick it down in there. You want to get it all the way. There we go. All right. Then stick your pen back in, and the cap screws back on. Maybe. There we go. And there you go. Now you will see there is a little extra space here. So I actually next time might add like a 1/4 inch to this. I think I would make it 3 1/4 inches by the 1 inch so you don't have that empty. It actually kind of bothers me a little bit. So I'm actually going to take that out. Ooh, if I can get down in there. See how I have this one? This one I must have cut this longer. Let's see. Yeah, this is 3 1/4. I have to change my notes on that. This one also. See how you can see it all goes all the way to the end. So I will make sure those dimensions are correct in the description box. 3 1/4 inches by 1. Roll it and stick it back in there. And you've got a super cute decorative pen to go with your little Post-it note holder. What teacher wouldn't love this for a little gift, a little welcome back to school gift? And super inexpensive, super easy to do. I hope you guys liked this project. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will see you next time. For the jars, you need obviously 2 jars, a variety of paint, chalk paint, paint pens, and some painter's tape and brushes. The first thing I did before this step is I hot glued the two pieces of the lid together. Then you can see I painted one jar red and the other I painted the bottom portion yellow. I used some painter's tape to make my line, and because my paint was having a hard time sticking, I did use some Mod Podge to make it a little more of a rough surface. The next part of the pencil jar was painted with chalk paint in mineral for the gray or silver part of the pencil, and the lid I did in the pink. The lid for the apple I did in a green chalk paint, and here you can see the progress of my two jars. Once I was done painting them, I did give them a coat of matte Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree. You can see I added a stem and leaves to the apple. I added detailing to the pencil with paint pens. For the clipboards, you just need a dollar clipboard, a clamp, and also some paint and paint pens. The first thing I did was clamp down the clip so that I could paint underneath it. I gave the clipboard a coat of black chalk paint to make it look like a chalkboard on the front and the back. And here I'm just going to show you my progress of adding lettering for the teacher's name, drawing an apple, adding some shading in red to the name, adding a ruler to the left and a pencil to the right, and then adding some more details with my paint pens. Once I was finished painting it, I did give it a coat of matte Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree on the front and the back. I hope you enjoyed these teacher DIYs you can give as gifts, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.